Howdy y'all, it's Rain, and here I am in the hospital. Not how I intended to spend the full moon that's coming up, but here we are. If any of you watch my cooking show on YouTube, then you probably know that I have been dealing with some gallbladder issues. My body is a mystery right now because last week they found a gallstone. This week it seems to have disappeared. So they're checking into some other things to try to figure out what's going on with me. But here I am in the hospital. It's been kind of an emotional roller coaster being here. I used to be in and out of the hospital a lot years ago. I was in a place in my life where I really wasn't doing well mentally, and because of that, my mental health always really affects my physical health, and I spent a lot of time hospitalized over different various ailments. But as of late, I've actually been feeling pretty good, and the last 4 years or so, since my divorce, there haven't been a lot of hospital visits until recently. So when my friend Star passed, that was my first hospital visit. I ended up having an infection and I had to be hospitalized for several days, and I missed his funeral because of it. And then when I got in my scooter accident, of course I had to be hospitalized because my wounds got infected. And now here I am again. So I've been feeling some type of way about that, especially because I don't have a huge local support system. As y'all know, my spouse is in France. My family is in Texas. When I got to the hospital, my ex-best friend, who I had a very not good falling out with. I don't want to go into details because it's not really my information to tell what happened, but I will just say that we did not part on good terms. And she was still listed as my emergency contact. So when I got here, I had to deal with sort of like that. And I don't think I've completely processed that loss yet, to be honest, because of the way that everything went down. It's been very triggering, upsetting, and frustrating for me. But I am trying to move forward, and here I am in the hospital. So I've been having a hard time, feeling very alone here. And this morning I was reminded by both my spouse and my sister and the kindness of strangers that I am in fact not alone. And so that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, is because I wanted to talk about when we're in difficult situations and how we move forward and how we handle those things with grace. And it's not always easy. I cried today on the phone with my spouse. It was funny because today's their day off, so they were trying to get some rest, and when they woke up, they had a message from me that was like, I feel so alone. And immediately they called me. And while we were on the phone, I could tell that they were very tired, and I know that they want to rest this weekend. So I started feeling kind of like I was being a burden, and I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and get some good rest. And they're like, okay. And then I started crying, and they're like, baby I'm gonna stay and talk to you if that's what you want. And I was like, thank you, it is, and I don't want to be needy. And they're like, you're not being needy, and I'm here for you if you need me. And then after we had a chat, my sister reminded me, she said, you are lucky because not everybody has somebody that they can even call. And that's true. And I haven't even thought about that. The thing is, I'm so used to having such a big circle, and I've maintained this big circle sort of throughout my life. I mean, some of my friends that I'm still very close friends with, hell, Nate I've known for ages, eons, since I was a teenager. So I've maintained a lot of very long-term, very close friendships. And so losing a big group of friends like I recently did, it's been difficult. It feels like my life is doing a reset. But one of the things that has brought me back to myself has been doing and reading tarot with y'all. It has helped me find myself again, find my spark again, and also reminded me the turn of the wheel is always there. You know, our life is a constant of cycles, and when one cycle ends, it's time for a new cycle to begin. And I am, even though I'm sitting here in the hospital on the full moon, I am very excited to see what this new cycle has to bring. Even though I'm here, I'm being taken care of. My nurses are freaking amazing. They've been absolutely wonderful. And my care techs too. And last time I was in the hospital, I actually made friends with a couple of the nurses. One of them has been watching Planet with a Palette and actually messaged me. So last night, the other one, they're best friends, and the other one came upstairs to visit me, even though I'm not on their floor. So, you know, I do have people. And the nurses here set me up in a more comfortable room with a chair I can actually sit in and a bed that is better for me. And it's just, you know, I was feeling down, and then support came. So I had to stop my video because the surgeon came in, and it turns out that my newer scans show that I do not have a gallstone. So I don't know if it was there and it's not anymore or whatever. So they've done several scans at this point, and the doctor says I do not need surgery, which is excellent news, and it seems like I might be going home. But the reason I wanted to start this video is because I wanted to talk about support, and I really wanted to talk about how much all of you, you know, watching my videos, supporting me, interacting, liking, following, responding really means to me. It means a lot whenever I'm able to read cards and the message that I'm getting across actually helps someone. That means a lot to me. It also means a lot to me that you're here. So just so you know, if any of the videos that I've made have helped you in any way, I want you to know that you're helping me too. And so I'm gonna do what I do, and I might do a card reading in here, because why not?